Hello and welcome to Calum's Cabin. I'm your host, Calum Burton. On this week's show, we'll be discussing the latest Doctor Who series. Let's welcome today's guests. On my right, we have Rob Baines, best known as the Quiff Doctor. And on my left, we have Harry and Saqib. Now, today's topic, Doctor Who. Rob, tell us your thoughts on Doctor Who.
It's just amazing, full stop. It's been gone for like 50 years now. Well, 50 years next year. And any programme's gone for 50 years. I mean, James Bond's been gone 50 years. That's amazing. You know, Doctor Who. That is just, you can go anywhere in Doctor Who, anywhere in time and space, and it can pretty much mix any genre really. So it's just, the scale of Doctor Who is just amazing, I think.
Right. So what do you think of Doctor Who?
I'm not a sci-fi type, to be honest. I'm not really into all that flying around in phone boxes. I mean, to dial a number must be a pain, especially with 9s being at the bottom. But having a female apprentice in a box seems a bit perverted. But
so he basically gets into a box and does tiddly-fiddly things with the apprentice, and that somehow makes it go in time and then forward, then into another dimension, then comes back with all cheery and happy, and I'm like, oh, what's you've done? And it doesn't make sense to me.
So I think that you're talking about that Doctor Who is much more of a niche market.
not niche because he's got a broad market, but personally, in my own opinion, I don't really like him. I like the actors who play him, but not the actual star.
And who's that ugly fella, the new one? He's really, really ugly.
Matt Smith?
That's the one.
Matt Smith, yeah.
Matt Smith?
Why couldn't they just keep David Tennant?
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, like, I heard the Doctor after Matt Smith's going to be Rob Baines after some of the
Oh, is
stuff
it? Rob
some of the
Baines?
stuff he's done.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Been floating
Honoured.
around for a while now.
Really?
So,
I haven't heard that rumour, but
So what are your thoughts on Matt Smith, Rob?
he's a really good Doctor. I mean, personally, my favourite is David Tennant. But I think Matt Smith brings, I think with every Doctor, it's like a different kind of element to the show. I mean, like, you've got, well, in 1996, for example, with the TV movie, Paul McGann brought like quite a weird and sort of childish, unknown kind of Doctor. And then when it came back in 2005, Christopher Eccleston sort of got this sort of war-ridden soul. I think it's just very interesting. I mean, the reason Doctor Who's gone on for so long, I think, is because it's just, it regenerates itself and it can carry on and it can fit new audiences. So I think that's why it continues all these years.
Especially with the Daleks being so iconic in it as well. I mean, everyone knows the Daleks, even if you're a young kid and you don't.
Of course, that's one of the things about Doctor Who. You always have the iconic monsters such as the Daleks, the Cybermen.
Yeah.
So, speaking of monsters, what is your favourite monster from the Doctor Who series?
I think probably the Weeping Angels.
Nice.
But going classic, I think, as you've said with the Daleks and everything, the Daleks are just so iconic, and you can't not like the Daleks. They're such an original idea. It's just, but I think for the new series, it's probably the Weeping Angels or the Silence that just, the things that trigger with your mind. I think the things that interest me the
There's
most.
always that running joke about the Daleks. Daleks, worst enemy, stairs.
I mean, like, I think we've got the same opinion. Our favourite like monster in Doctor Who is the Four Lions.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, they're
There's
explain.
there's Waj, there's Brother Fessel, there's Brother Omar, there's Barry. I mean, them four, and there's also Hassan, and them five together. I mean, like,
they've got
it's an unstoppable force.
They've got a secret trick where, like, you can't look at them because they walk around and shaking their heads to avoid being seen by anyone.
Yeah, so like it's anti-surveillance. I mean, even the Daleks don't have these, and they're robots. So when they're walking around like this, so their face is always blurred on camera.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So hard to spot.
I don't believe I've seen this episode. Is it a new one?
A couple of years old now. But it is. I mean,
That was by far the best series I've ever seen in my life.
just
The
without
series when the Four Lions were the villains.
Yeah,
They
I mean,
were.
they're just so destructive. I mean, they're on about bombing the famous chain boots and like
Then bombing the mosque.
Sort of like,
yeah,
take out Britain from its
exactly.
From its pharmacy,
getting
yes.
rid of it. I mean, like,
They kill a sheep as well. I mean,
they make the victims whittling their own mouths as well.
they do.
I mean,
sounds terrifying.
they properly destroy him.
The Brother Fessel, he fell on a sheep, he blew it to pieces. I mean, What kind of evil genius could think of that?
What kind of evil genius would blow up Britain's sheep?
Exactly, that's what I'm trying to say.
Oh,
Gee,
shit.
it's beyond. No, I wish I'd seen this episode. I was just.
You'd be
sounds-
blown away.
I'm blown away
Jake,
just
little
by the
cut there.
description of it. Oh dear.
Make sure you have a Kleenex with you next time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Anyway, I take it you've seen this episode, being the Doctor Who fan that you are. What do you think of them?
What and what?
The one with what they've just been explaining. The one with the 4 lions as the villain.
No, that's what you went about.
He's a traitor.
That's what he is.
Nah,
He was hunted.
I
He was
thought you
hunted
were
by
a massive
Barry.
Doctor Who fan.
I am.
Then how come you've not seen this episode?
Explain yourself.
This is appalling.
I know.
This is a joke of a show. What type of show are you running here?
I know. He's an imposter.
I
Imposter.
I thought, being the Quiff Doctor, he'd have very much good value
I
of
know.
knowledge on Doctor Who, and yet you don't know of this one episode.
You do not know ballet?
Banny.
Barry. He chased you
I-
for miles in episode 48, series 10.
Series 10.
Have you not seen? You haven't seen series 10.
You've not seen it?
He hasn't seen it. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just
I'm
going to.
disappointed. I'm disappointed in you.
Well, I'm sure that's been a bit of a shock to us all. I'm quite disappointed in you. Anyway, that's all we got time for now on That's all we got time for now in Calum's Cabin. See you next time when we'll be talking about such different topics as Olivia Cook and Just Cause.